Decorating your home does not have to be expensive. In fact, today I'm going to share with you 10 simple ways that I have decorated my home for free. I haven't spent a dime on any of these ways, and I've still kept my home cozy and beautiful. All of the ways that I'm going to share with you are things that I think anyone can do. So they're not going to be complicated. You're not going to need any kind of power tools or have to go to the hardware store. These are all simple things that you can do for free. So let's go ahead and get started. One of my favorite ways to decorate is to bring the outdoors inside. So I will go to a bush and just cut off a couple of branches from a bush in my yard and stick it in a vase or a pitcher with water, and that instantly brings life into a room. And depending on the time of year, you're going to have more choices. Obviously, in the later spring and into the summer and into the fall, you will have all kinds of choices that you can choose from. So I love cutting off some of my flowers in my yard, or like I said, just branches from a bush or a tree. You can bring those in and create instant decor in your home. Another simple way and free way to decorate your home is to use your everyday items and put them on display. So for example, I used to have my mugs on the wall hanging up. Now I have them in a cupboard, but instead I have my colander out. I leave that up on my peg shelf and it acts as decor, but it's also just functional. I use that every day. Same with my cheese grater. It is out on display as decor, but it also is just something that I use every single day. I love having my baskets on the wall. These are things that I've just collected over the years, and they're just everyday items that just go on the wall and act as decor. If you have plates, maybe you have chinaware that was passed down to you, or ones that you've just collected over time, instead of leaving them put on a shelf or in a cupboard somewhere, why not get a plate rack and hang them from the wall? Another way that I decorate for free is by simply shopping my own home. So I have a decor closet, and most likely if you're watching this video, you like to decorate and you have a decor closet as well that may be full of picture frames or books or knickknacks or candle holders. And instead of going and shopping for new items that you probably don't need, stay home, open up that decor closet, see what you have inside, and start using what you have already. So I have a giant American flag. It was my grandfather's, and I hang that up on the wall as a huge statement piece in the summer. I love it for Memorial Day and July 4th. And it's just using what I already have. I have frames, I have flowers that I keep from year to year, and before I go and buy anything, I always shop my own home. Another way to decorate for free is to accept hand-me-downs. So this is going to take time, and you also have to have people in your life who have things that are willing to give to you. But most likely you have parents, grandparents, or maybe even just friends that are willing to get rid of things. You can also find these for free on Facebook Marketplace sometimes, people who just want to get rid of items. And even when you go to garage sales during the summer, sometimes you might find they have a box at the end of the driveway that says free. They're just wanting to get rid of it. So in my home specifically, I have some things that are some of my favorite decor pieces are free. So I have a Chinese checkerboard in my entryway that was my grandfather's, and it was a game that was played. And when they were cleaning out his home, I knew that I wanted that to put on my wall. So I took that one, and they said I could. The mirror above my television was also free. It was in my parents' basement. And when they moved out of their home, they were just getting rid of things. And I said, ooh, that would be perfect to put in my living room. So I went ahead and grabbed it. So accept things that are free. You may have to clean them up. You may have to paint them, but they are wonderful ways to decorate your home on a free budget, on a $0 budget. Another idea is to print free printables offline and frame them yourself. So I have a printable in my kitchen that I have just printed. It was free. I went to Pinterest and typed in free printables. There are a lot of blogs that are willing to share free printables that you can use in your home. I usually type in what I'm looking for, if it's botanical or if it's an Easter related or Christmas related, whatever it might be. And I print those off and just frame them. I also have one that I have here in my living room. This one behind me, it was free. And I just typed in what I was looking for. So if you're looking for something free to frame, just do a Google search, see what comes up. You can also frame more than just pictures. I have an American flag that I framed, and it's downstairs on our wall. The flag I actually had found in a closet when we moved into our home. It had been left by the previous homeowners, and so I just took it off of the stick and I put it in a frame. You could also frame old recipes. If you have a handwritten recipe from a relative, why not pop it in a frame and put it in your kitchen? Another idea that my sister-in-law had done this years ago, she framed some wrapping paper. It was a beautiful print. And so she already had the wrapping paper and she cut a piece of it off and then just framed it, and it looked beautiful. So think about some different out-of-the-box items that you have around your home that are kind of flat that you could put in a frame. So you could frame a tea towel that is hand embroidered that maybe you have had for years. Just think about different things that you could put in a frame and hang on your wall. Next idea is to dig out your old memorabilia and put it on display. So when I was a child, I had a collection of bunny rabbits. In fact, I had over 100 in my bedroom. And when I got older, I kind of went through a bunch of them and I dwindled it down to just, I don't know, maybe 10 or 20 of them. And every spring I bring out my bunnies. And there are some that are just that once I have 3 that in particular that my grandmother had painted, and they're very special to me. And instead of just keeping them wrapped up and put away, I bring them out for decor. My husband also had some things from his childhood that we brought out and put up on display. So go through your old memory box. Is there anything in there that you could hang up or put on a shelf that would just count not only as a memory, but also as free decor for your home? Next is family pictures. So yes, you probably have pictures that need to be printed on your phone. You could do that, but if you just want to do something free, why not get out the old photo albums and find some fun old photos of your family and just put that up on either a gallery wall or just a frame by itself on a shelf. That is a great way to decorate your home and also just put your memories on display. Next is to display your kids' artwork. So if you have kids, grandchildren, nieces and nephews, somebody who has given you some kind of an artwork that is special. So I've done this a couple of different times, especially around the holidays. A couple of years ago, my kids made some paper mache pumpkins, so I put those out in the fall. I also have a Christmas tree that my son created, and he cut it out, and I thought it was so sweet. So I ended up framing it and I hang it up on the wall at Christmas time. A lot of our Christmas ornaments are handmade ornaments that my kids have made as well. And it's just a free way to display memories, but also to decorate your home. The last way to decorate your home for free is to simply clean and rearrange your room. So whenever you just give your room a very good cleaning, a dusting, and you just make it look better, maybe rearrange the furniture and just try something new in the space, you're going to freshen up that space and it's going to look much better. And maybe you don't even have to bring in other decor pieces, but just cleaning it up, freshening it up, rearranging things is going to change the space in a way with you not even having to spend a dime. So I know that this is only 10 simple ways that I have decorated my home for free, but I know that there are other ways as well. So I would love to hear how you have decorated your home without spending $1. Let us know in the comments so that we can get ideas from you too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.